What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Flashy. As always, I'm joined with the best damn co-host on this side of the hemisphere. I don't know, bro. It's gonna get hard trying to come up with a new one every time. Hey, every single time. Yeah. Well, what's going on, Tyler? How you doing today, man?
You know, we're kicking back today. You know, it's Saturday. The weekend is here.
Yo, are you wearing that? Is that from TwitchCon, that shirt? That's
yeah,
that hoodie? Oh, let's go, dude. That's sick.
Bro, I literally just watched it the other day because I just...
Our TwitchCon vlog?
I just miss doing shit, you know? I just miss doing stuff.
We had a talk, I think, like, we texted each other about it briefly where we're like, man, I just want to go to a convention again. Like, I just want to go and film something with other human beings all around and, you know, booths and people giving away free stuff and games being shown off, and I miss it, man.
I know.
I miss it so much.
And I don't want to, like, you know, boost our own egos here, but we fucking killed that shit, man. We killed that shit, dude. I want to do that again so bad.
I miss, you know, like, flying over to another state, getting a hotel room, going to the convention for 3 days or whatever, meeting so many people, seeing so many new products and everything, like,
it'll
it's just
happen
so
eventually.
Sick, bro.
It's gonna happen eventually, and you.
Bro, that's just not happening until 2045.
Dude, listen. You know though, when it does happen, it's gonna feel so fucking good.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing, and I cannot.
I wonder
wait.
what is. I feel like it's gonna be like a PAX or something like that. Is gonna like open up, and you and I are gonna be like, "Yo, let's go. Like, let's just go."
At this point, I don't give a fuck what it is. Bro, it could be the most weebiest little like anime convention. I'm still going to that shit, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, man. I wanna go to one so freaking bad. When you texted me about it, I was like, ugh. And like at that time, I was literally listening to so I have this thing, like, I like to start podcasts that I find way down the line. I like to start them from the beginning and just kind of work my way through it. And this one podcast I listened to called Drop Frames, if any of you guys know like Co-Carnage or anything like that, it's his podcast. They got like 280 episodes. They've been doing this for like 6 years every single week. And I started from episode 1, and I'm in like 2015 now. And they're just talking about how they just went to PAX South, and now they're about to go to PAX East, and they all met up, and they all had a bunch of fun, and like all this stuff was going on. And I'm just like, dude, I miss this. I miss this so much.
Dude, one day, I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think so. But one thing we have been able to do is sit in our freaking houses and watch new movies that come out.
Yeah.
I think yesterday we both watched Godzilla.
Yes.
Godzilla vs Kong. Dude, let me hear your thoughts about it. You texted me briefly about it, but I'm like, no. Save it for the podcast. I want to hear your thoughts. How did you feel about that movie?
All right, before I do that, I just want to give a little disclaimer. I apologize for the bozos outside cutting the 3 blades of grass that they got to cut. They've been doing it for the last hour and a half. Cutting God knows what, because there's nothing to do. They brought every weapon of their disposal. They got leaf blowers, lawnmowers, fucking cement mixers, fucking weed whackers, rakes. They were raking fucking grass when I checked earlier. So I apologize if you hear any of that shit while I talk.
Just on that note, I have serious beef with landscapers, bro. Me and landscapers have beef,
the
dude.
most. It's like, bro. It's like they know exactly what you're trying to do, and they go, "Okay, Tyler's trying to record. Okay, let's send out a team right now.
Send them out, and go. Bring them.
Alpha team, you are clear to launch. Alpha team, you are clear to launch, dude.
They're trying to record. Okay, Alpha team, and go.
Bro, I mean, I fucking sent you a snap right before we recorded. They were weed whacking, literally a plot of grass that, like, my car tire is bigger than. Like, I don't know what they're... Dude, I don't know what they're doing.
You're pissed.
It's April 3rd, and they are leaf blowing. I don't know what they're leaf blowing, but they're leaf blowing. They're doing their thing.
Back in the day when I used to live stream, my setup was right next to a window. I would open my window, and, like, the cold air would come in. It would feel so good. But there was landscapers out there every single day, bro, and I would be trying to live stream, and all I hear is just, like, the most obscene sounds of these machines. And in my head every day, I'm like, how is it the year 21st century? How is there not silent fucking machines yet, bro? Oh, it drives me insane.
Dude,
it drives me insane.
There's silent cars now. There's Teslas and shit, right, that just don't make any fucking noise. How are there still lawnmowers that make more noise than a fucking jet turbine, bro? It doesn't make any sense.
It's like, are
And
they
they've been
are they
going for
cutting
the
grass
last
or are
2
they,
hours, dude? What are
Bro,
they
literally-
doing out there, bro?
you can't tell if they're cutting grass or if you're sitting next to like a Air Force runway, dude. It's like,
Dude, I feel like they're just turning the fucking shit on just to hear it go, you know?
just testing it. Let's leave this on for 6 hours to make sure it works.
Fucking lawn keeping ASMR. Welcome back to the next hour and a half of
I give them credit because that's like tough ass work. It's just the machines I have the problem with. Not the humans.
Yeah,
they're working hard out there. It's tough.
yeah.
But the machines, bro. Oh my gosh. The worst. Literally the worst.
So, on that note, I
So
apologize.
Godzilla versus Kong. Let's bring it back. How'd you feel about the movie, man?
Listen, man. Pretty sick.
Pretty freaking sick
Pretty
movie.
freaking sick.
I have both ends of the spectrum. I have like really good things to say about it, and then I have not so good things to say about it. But I want to hear your thoughts first. You know, what were some of spoilers? Let's honestly, they're probably gonna be spoilers if you want to see. But it's Godzilla vs Kong. It's literally them beating the shit out of each other. That's the movie.
are we really
There's not
gonna-
many spoilers you could get.
Yeah, the only spoiler that we're gonna spoil right now, which I called, by the way, in the last episode. Just
You
saying.
did call it, bro. You called
my
it.
guy, Mecha Godzilla, bro.
Dude, that shit was
Listen,
crazy.
it was sick. I love to see it. I just wish he was a little bit more chunky. I felt like he was a little slim. I wanted to see some, like, fucking bulky ass, big fucking robot fucking mecha world destroyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
It
wanted
was
to
so
see some.
fucking badass, though, bro.
Listen,
when
listen.
Mechagodzilla was on screen, dude, the sound effects it made and like there was one.
Okay, hold on. The fucking rocket thrusting forward.
Oh, bro, I'm so
Holy
mad.
shit.
I'm so mad you just cut me off because literally I was about to be like,
Dude, I'm
this
sorry, but
motherfucker
holy
had
shit.
a rocket thrusted Superman punch. That was the coolest shit.
Oh
I've
my
ever
god,
seen.
bro. Oh my god. Sick.
Dude. Yeah, Mechagodzilla, they killed. I didn't think I was gonna be that excited about it. I'm like, kind of whatever, Robot Godzilla, like. But then it started fighting, and I'm like, bro, put it this way. This is how I'm gonna explain parts of Godzilla vs Kong. I was eating an ice cream sandwich while watching this movie.
Nice.
And there was a fight scene happening, and I guess I was like on the way to take another bite of this ice cream sandwich. But the fight scene in front of me was so fucking crazy, I forgot about it. The shit started melting down my hand. I didn't even fucking realize it. It melts down, hits my leg, and that's when like I came back to my senses and I was like, oh shit. Like, bro, that movie, like the fight scenes in that movie, like entranced me, dude. Fucking entranced me. Like, oh my goodness. If that CGI is like what's to come with movies, bro, my brain. I even texted you. I think this is the best way to say what Godzilla vs Kong fight scenes look like. My brain turned to fucking mashed potatoes. Like, legitimately, I was watching the first fight scene. Again, no spoilers or anything like that about it, but in the first fight scene where they first meet, literally my brain started leaking out of my ears. Like, it was, dude, the sounds, the CGI, the physics of everything happening around them. Like, there was one part where, like, King Kong's fighting Mechagodzilla or whatever, and it, like, shot, like, a laser beam, right? And obviously that's, like, heat. And you could see Godzilla, or, like, King Kong, like, let go of him and, like, do one of these things. Like, holy shit, that was hot. And, like, those little minute little details that they put throughout the movie, bro, they fucking killed that shit.
Yeah, no, bro, I was literally just gonna say, I appreciated the small details that they added like that. You know, it was all of like the little things that you really would just like, you probably wouldn't have even noticed it, you know, if you weren't looking for it. But oh, dude, they just, all of them coming together, just making it was like, damn, this is actually.
It seems like they really took their time to get the really little details, and that was awesome. But
I mean, that example, like you just said, when Kong was trying to like rip open Godzilla's like head, and he shot the laser, and he like let go of his face.
He's like, oh,
and,
it's hot, it's hot.
I was like,
dude,
damn.
that's
and then when he was
crazy.
like getting scratched, and when he used the building to pop his like shoulder back into place.
What was that?
Bro, I was like,
bro?
dude, yes. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Genius. And there was another just on Kong's shoulder. So yeah, he used the building to like pop it back in place. But when they broke his shoulder, he got his arm like yanked and like pulled across the city. You heard the shoulder fucking crack very, very quick. But I was sitting there watching. I was like, "Yo, did his shoulder just pop out?" And then like he gets knocked down, and he like grabs his shoulder, and I was like, "Holy shit! They made the cracking sound of his shoulder popping out."
Yeah,
that's fucking insane,
bro,
man.
And how fucking intimidating did he look at right as soon as he popped the building and the camera like zoomed into him, and he was just fucking. He was like, "Yo,
dude." It was so sick. And then I say my favorite part of all of it, obviously the fight scenes, but the cityscape. We talked about it in last week's episode where we're like, nighttime Tokyo, like all neo colors, all like neon blues, reds, purples, greens, yellows. I mean, basically what our studio looks like, right here. But they had all different colors, and like obviously they're crashing into buildings, knocking down buildings, so there's just smoke everywhere, and the smoke was getting like emitting the light of the buildings from Tokyo at night onto the smoke and onto King Kong and Godzilla. Onto their faces,
yeah, they were always half green and half orange.
Yeah, so they were fighting, and like half of Godzilla's face was like this purple aura, and the other half of his face was red, and they were just like beating each other's ass, and anytime they like got thrown into another building, like the yellow aura from that building's LEDs would hit them, and like, dude, the colors of the movie were so fucking good.
The color grade, they nailed it. Even in like the water part with like the orange and the sun and like the blue in the water. Oh, dude, and the fire, bro. Hold on. Okay. First of all, what all the Godzilla movies do that I like love. I just, like, my jaw drops every fucking time, bro. I am a huge, and I know I've said it before, I am a sucker for wide shots, for nicely, like, beautifully shot wide shots. Bro, that wide shot of Godzilla in the water with all of the fire, like, turning around,
bro,
after like, they turned all the ships off. Holy shit, that was beautiful, bro.
I know, the colors and just some of the shots. But now, okay, so we just finished, like, the movie was sick. This is how I'm gonna put it. When Godzilla or King Kong was on screen, 9 out of 10. Movie was fucking sick. When the humans were on screen, 3 out of 10. Trash. Garbage.
I don't know, because bro, it was like that. It was like that the last time too. I was shitting on the acting on the last one. Like, with the people that I watched it with, I wouldn't shut up about how bad the acting was and how bad the writing was. But literally all that went away once they started fighting and shit.
Exactly.
Listen, you can't watch those movies for the acting and shit. Because, bro, how unrealistic was that shit for them sneaking into a fucking, like, the entire, and then going to Hong Kong in a goddamn fucking underground speed monorail without being caught? Like, get the fuck out of here.
There were so many parts of the human story where I was like, and in my head, like, obviously, there's no really way to justify this, but in my head, I'm like, this movie's an hour and 53 minutes long. Why don't you just cut it down to a 82-minute movie? No humans, just Godzilla and Kong.
Dude, literally, I'm not joking.
Why not?
I got home late last night, and I still wanted to watch it, but I didn't really want to, like, stay up that late, so I was strongly debating whether I should just skip the fucking,
just fast forward anytime a human's on screen.
I was really, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because the Hollow Earth shit was actually pretty cool. That part was cool, so I'm glad I saw that. But I was honestly like, I was like 90% of the way there. Like, I'm just gonna skip and watch the fucking fight scenes because I don't give a fuck about anything else that happens. And like, in that movie.
There's
I could care
the
less.
One actor. I'm not gonna shit on the acting or the actors or actresses. It's just there's no fucking point in having humans.
No, bro, there were some
in that movie, bro.
Crazy talented actors and actresses in that movie.
That's what I would say. Bernie, he's from a show called Atlanta on FX. You've probably heard of Atlanta. Dude,
so
Atlanta
good.
is one of my favorite shows ever made. Like, I love Atlanta. Good. And he's Paperboy in that movie, or in that show. Paperboy is the man. So when I saw him, I'm like, yo, it's Paperboy. That's sick. But it's just like, dude, when I'm watching this, I'm like, bro, in these types of movies, there's really no fucking point to have human beings.
There really isn't, bro.
Because literally, King Kong could, like, cut his fingernail, and it could fall down and just slice a human being. Like, they are they don't mean shit in that kind of movie. Like, there's no point in having them there.
It is crazy, though, because, like, after watching that whole Hong Kong fight, bro, after that whole thing happened, I kind of want to watch, like, if that happened in the real world, I would love to watch, like, an hour, 2 hour long documentary of, like, the aftermath of that shit. Because, bro, they leveled that entire fucking city.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that bro, Hong Kong looked like fucking bubble wrap after I'm done fucking stepping on it like all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
that
literally,
shit ceased to exist after that
they
fight.
used the whole thing as a fucking playground, bro.
Bro, 100%. Hong Kong looked like that fucking rug with the fucking racetrack on it. Oh my
Shout out to
god,
that.
dude.
I have a little gripe with that movie though. And I don't know why I have this gripe. And maybe it was like they cut out some things or they just didn't really care about it because they had other things to worry about it. They did not show any humans getting taken out by these beasts. There was one four frame clip where they're like, oh, we're evacuating the city. But then throughout the whole Hong Kong fight, there's people still in the city, like reacting to these beasts fighting in their city.
Yeah.
But you never ever saw human beings getting killed by King Kong or Godzilla. And I'm like, bro, that's the most like PG shit I've ever fucking seen. Like,
yeah,
you can't show these beasts leveling human beings. Like, every human ran away, bro. These motherfuckers step and like 6 blocks are taken out.
Listen,
and you're telling me no? Like, I did not fuck with that. Like, if there was just one scene of like King Kong like swiping a building and like a bunch of humans fell out of it or something, then I'll be like, okay, at least they did that. Yeah. There was not one human shown getting rocked by these beasts, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're taking out a whole fucking city.
To be fair, there really isn't. Like, they can't really rock anyone. It's more just like making them disappear off the face of the earth because if
every time a human and one of the beasts was shown, like in that Hong Kong fight, it was the humans running away and getting away safely. You are not fucking running away from that shit. And I mean, here I am trying to like logically put together King Kong versus Godzilla, but it's like, if you're gonna do that and put it in like a major city, you have to put the collateral damage. And part of that collateral is the humans getting fucking wiped out. You gotta show that. You have to show that.
I mean, they're literally wrestling. They're wrestling on a fucking city, bro.
Bro, they're using the buildings as turnbuckles.
Cities too, right? Isn't Hong Kong like?
Yeah. Regardless, there's mad humans there, and they're using the fucking skyscrapers as turnbuckles, and like King Kong's jumping up and like elbow dropping fucking Godzilla off it. Like, dude, come on, man.
Bro, I did. There was one shot that I fucking loved with the shot from like inside the conference room, and the chairs would move every time they hit each other, and the chairs would like spin, and then it would like get like super close to the camera until like fucking I forget who Godzilla just mashed like Mecha Godzilla's face right into the thing. That was pretty cool,
dude. Yeah, the scene inside the building, looking out of the windows and watching them fight, bro. That was sick.
And then every time they hit each other, like all the conference chairs would like move a little and like spin.
Dude, that part, I remember that shot. Yeah, that shit was sick.
Dude, I mean, bro, you said it perfectly. Like, you can't watch this movie for the fucking writing or the acting. You just gotta watch it for the mindless violence and fucking big-ass monsters
CGI,
beating the absolute shit out of each other.
That's all that matters.
I give that a 9 out of 10. Acting, easy. Fucking in the trash, dude.
Yeah, like I said, when the humans were on screen, 3 out of 10 movie. When King Kong and Godzilla or both were on screen, 9 out of 10.
Was I on Instagram when they weren't fighting? Yeah.
Oh, bro, I care? My phone was in front of my fucking face anytime a human was on screen. Like, I really tried to pay attention, but oh, dude, I was like,
it's a shame. I said they had some really good people in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say I would love to see, like, you know, a Godzilla movie with like some good fucking writing. Oh, dude. I kind of like listen. I love seeing the monsters beat the shit out of each other. I love seeing that shit.
That's all I want to see.
But I think it was like the first Godzilla movie, right? With Bryan Cranston in it. I think Godzilla only had Godzilla only had I think 8 minutes of screen time. Like, they barely showed him. I think they went for like the Jaws technique where like they just tried not to show Godzilla as much as possible. I think that might be one of my favorite Godzilla movies, only because it's like, yeah, you don't really see him that much, but when you do,
so they had to focus on the writing and make the scenes where he comes out pop. And so that's kind of what I've been trying to say. That took me down like a rabbit hole of thinking like, okay, let's take these monster movies, right? Because I'm like, there's no point to have the humans here. So I'm thinking in my head, are there any monster movies where the humans are actually like a good part of the movie? And I'm like, maybe Jurassic Park. I was thinking about Jaws a lot. I was like, Jaws did an amazing fucking job of like human versus monster and like kind of keeping them on a level playing field. But I just think Godzilla and Kong, they're so fucking way up there, literally. Like, they're like 98,000 feet tall. Like, there's really no fucking point. Like, humans are so pointless in a story like that. So I really was trying to think, like, these monster movies, again, and all I could think of was, like, Jurassic Park did a good job with, like, humans fighting the beasts and stuff like that, and, like, actually wanting to see the humans on screen. Jaws did an amazing job. But I couldn't really think of any other, like, monster or, like, heavy CGI-focused movies that incorporated humans as well. Like really well.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it, and I think that's just the nature of those movies.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's super tough to do that because it's like at one point, like if you're super heavy with the monsters, it's probably because you're trying to not spend as much time with the writing as possible. You're just trying to like have these big CGI battles going on. And then again, it's like I feel like there's no in between. It's either you get a movie where it's just jam packed, violence and rampage, and then there's like Jaws and like that first Godzilla where they try their hardest to not show them, and when they do that, they're only on screen for like 8 minutes out of the entire movie.
Yeah, maybe that's interesting.
It's gotta be tough.
Maybe these studios are like, we got to put as much of King Kong, Godzilla, or like the monster as we can, but in reality, it's like maybe it's better to have, just like you said, those couple minutes where it's like, oh my fucking goodness, oh my goodness, like the monster's about to like pop off and go crazy, and then he's gone, and then you just sitting there and like the writing has to be better because you're spending so much time with the actors and actresses and stuff like that. Maybe that's why Jaws is like a timeless fucking movie, because they just did it. He killed it.
Yeah,
he found that perfect like ebb and flow of monster killing human, monster on its own, human with human interaction. Yeah. Like, maybe that's why Jaws is so good.
It's tough, because, like, with this one, I felt like the whole Hong Kong fight, that was the whole last, like, 45 minutes of the movie.
Dude, it was pretty long.
Fuck. Which I appreciate. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved that shit.
I did not want it to end. I did not want it to end.
Like, listen, I will gladly take that and sacrifice some good writing and storytelling. I have no problem with that. Like by all means. I feel like if they did like a Justice League thing and made the movie like 3-4 hours long, because like, bro, with that type of shit,
it seemed like so much was cut out, bro. It seemed like so much of the human stuff was so cut out. Yeah,
it was so rushed, and I don't blame them because they have to fit the whole 45-minute fight.
There was an hour and a half of fighting, and the movie's an hour 50. Like, you got 20 minutes to get these humans together and figure out what their story is.
I mean, it's like you can clearly see it when Kong is on the ship and the guy goes, oh, how about flying? And then, like, literally the next time you see them, they're already in Antarctica flying. It's like, bro, I would have loved to see them trying to hook the giant net up to 9 fucking helicopters. I would have loved to see that. And I would have loved to see some more, like, sign language Kong and shit. I thought that was cool. And then, but they just didn't have time to put all that in there,
With the 2 kids meeting up with Bernie, bro, that was such a joke.
How fast
they found him in 2 seconds, and then when they met up with him, he was like, okay, let's work. Paranoid psychopath that sits in a bunker is like, let's work together. Like, bro,
and of course these 2 high school kids find him within the first, it's like, come on.
The first market they go to, they're like, oh, who buys all this bleach? Oh, I know the guy.
Yeah.
Get real, bro.
Yeah.
Get real.
But listen, I hate to see that, but if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have gotten that 45-minute long.
I know, so it's like I'll deal.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll deal with it. But yeah, movie was sick, man. I think I really like King Kong. I've always really liked King Kong ever since I was a kid, and I saw not the OG King Kong movies. I don't even think I've seen those. Like the 1930 movie, I don't think I've seen that, like, or anything like that. But the King Kong movie we all saw back in the day with Jack Black and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the only one you gotta watch, you know?
I watched that so many times as a kid, bro. I had the video game. Like, I love that movie.
It was that movie. It was that movie, and it was Star Wars Revenge of the Sith that were in my mom's, like, TV in the minivan that we had. So anytime we had a very extended long trip and we wanted to put a movie on, it was literally Star Wars or King Kong. So I've seen that movie a shit ton of times, and I love it.
Did you ever play the video game of that movie? Oh, dude, it was so sick for no reason. It was such a cool game for no reason. But
was it a Game Boy game?
No, I played on Xbox.
Oh, okay. For whatever reason, I'm thinking of a.
It was sick, bro. It was like a first-person shooter. Like, you picked up the Tommy gun, you had to fight the dinosaurs and stuff. Like, dude, it was a scary game, and I was like 6 years old. I was like, holy shit, this is nuts. But I think I really like King Kong. I'm not too familiar with like the whole monster verse. Apparently, like, there's people that like how I look at like Pokemon and like how other people look at like Marvel or DC. Like, there's a monster universe.
There's like a dedicated fandom.
Like, it's like King Kong, it's Ghidorah, right? That 3-headed dragon. It's Godzilla, it's Mothra, like. All of those, everything, basically everything that was in the last movie.
Yeah, I mean, I just never
never knew about that.
Yeah, I also didn't know Kong was a part of it. I never knew that.
I thought King Kong was like its own thing, always.
Yeah, I thought this was some like legendary, like, oh shit, two worlds are colliding, but apparently they were all in the same world.
Yeah, that's like a thing. Cool. So I never knew about the MonsterVerse, but I mean, if they want to keep going with it, so I'm all for these ridiculously CGI'd out of their freaking minds. Movies, I'm all about it, man.
You know the next one is gonna top that, and I don't know how they're gonna top that.
Bro, and that's what scares me, man. I'm like, how the fuck is the CGI gonna? Where's it gonna go from here with any movie? Like, if they prove that you could pretty much have like 90% of your movie be CGI'd and it could look fucking insane, what does that mean for? And I mean, okay, let's flip it over to Mandalorian, right? I don't know if you're familiar with it, but they did like this whole. I don't know if it was new, but they did this whole like thing with their set. And how they filmed, and it was like state of the art, and like now everybody's doing what Mandalorian did. Again, I don't know if they were the first ones to do it, or if they were like the ones that like made it popular, but there's a certain way that they film with like certain screens and like the layout and the landscape. And now like mad movies are doing that, and that's why everything looks so fucking good. I'm like, bro, where is movies and shows gonna go from here, man? Because now shows have bigger budgets than movies. So, like, they're only going to get better. And, like, things are only going to get... Bro, things are going to get so good that, like, our brains aren't going to be able to comprehend it.
I know. Dude, I'm stoked. I am stoked for that shit, I can tell you that.
Like, there was one part in Godzilla when they go into... was it Hollow Earth? I forget. The part where there's the land, and then there's the upside-down land above it in the sky.
And he, like, jumps for it?
Bro, my brain was like trying to like put that together, and like it just like short-circuited my neural synapses or whatever. Like, I couldn't fathom what I was looking at because it was like it wasn't a sky, it was upside down land, and my brain was like trying to comprehend that, and it couldn't. I'm like, uh-oh, man, we're getting to a point in movies where shit's about to get a little too much for our brains to handle, man. And then that makes you think about the motherfuckers writing this and, you know, doing the effects and stuff. They gotta be on some other shit because they're the ones actually making it and stuff. I'm like, dude, what is going on, man?
Crazy.
It's fucking wild. But other than Godzilla, have you been watching any shows? Have you been watching any movies? This is a gaming podcast, and all we do is talk about movies.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, we're a gaming and entertainment podcast. We talked about it last week.
Listen,
and there's
we
no
said it
fucking
last
games
week.
that
There's
exist.
nothing coming. There's nothing else, so there's nothing to talk about.
We're talking about movies because movies are fucking sick. But have you been watching any shows or movies or anything like that? I know you talked about anime a little bit. You started any other shows or anything like that?
Well, I finished season 2 of One Punch.
Let's go. Okay, hold on.
I fucking love that
Let's
show.
talk about it. Wait, I want to hear your thoughts. So, season 1 of One Punch, banger after banger after banger after banger episode. Now, season 2 of One Punch, again, one of the best animes ever. I'm burping a lot. I've been drinking coffee and seltzer, so forgive me. But season 2 of One Punch, there's like 4 or 5 episodes. They just didn't hit.
Listen, I fucked with all of them.
Oh, dude,
I fucked with all of them.
Bro, there was a couple episodes in the middle. So, the way One Punch season 2 was for me, first brick of a couple episodes, fucking amazing, as you would expect. There's this middle part in season 2 of One Punch, and maybe it's just because I had to watch. I didn't get to like binge through it, and I watched it like week by week when it came out. Maybe that's what it was. But bro, there were parts where I was like, I don't know what this is.
No, I get that because it's like because I know exactly what episode you're talking about, and it's just like
because they had to flush out the story more.
Yeah, and it sucks because like if you're watching it live, I feel like the best way to watch anime is when the entire thing is out. Like, bro, it sucks because I also caught up to Attack on Titan, and now we gotta wait all the way until winter of 2022 for the rest of season 4 to come out.
Yeah, I have like a couple episodes left, but yeah, I just saw that on Instagram.
Dude,
Yeah, I know.
but just yeah, I just feel like the best way to watch an anime is when it's I mean, I've only watched 2 so far, but
yeah, it's the binge. It's
when they're
watching every
all
week
out
is
in front
rough.
of you, because here's the thing, just like you said, when those slow, like, dumb episodes, it's not like you watch one and you're like, oh well, there's that week's episode, I have to wait for fucking next week.
Exactly.
It's like you can just breeze through those 4 in an hour and then get back to what you really want to see. That's what happened to me, which is why I don't mind those episodes, because I just fucking breezed through them. So
well, I understood why that middle port, because I watched it every week with a friend of mine, and we talked about it, and we're like, we get why that happened. It's because One Punch, it was just supposed to be that season. I think they were just like, fuck it, let's just drop this. People might not even like it, but we're just gonna do it. But then people fell in love with it, and they probably are sitting there watching the dollar signs flicker in their eyelids, and they're like, wait, we could like bring this universe out and like really, really put something together here. So I think they used a lot of season 2 to flush out a lot of characters, flush out a lot of storylines, and a lot of things like that. And that kind of took away from the mindless, just ridiculous, over the top fight scenes. So I think that's why I was like, what's going on here? But looking back on it, like, I get it. I understand that they want to give these characters an opportunity. They want to flush them out. They want to create an actual story here, and to do that you have to have those episodes.
The only thing I didn't really like that much about season 2 was what was like the main bad guy's name? I didn't really like how he was just like a martial arts guy. I kind of wish he was this fucking like the monster in the first one. He was just some fucking alien like overlord. But bro,
I get that,
dude.
It's so good. It's
just
so good,
so
bro.
funny, man. It's just so funny.
Good. That's dope that you finished One Punch. You've been watching anything else? Because I started a show and I've been binging it.
Yeah,
and it's not a show that anybody would ever expect.
I started the other day. Fuck, it was another anime. Where did I start? My Hero Academia.
Nice. I used to watch. I would watch those every Saturday when they came out as well. My Hero's lit.
I'm only on episode 3, so I just started it, but I'm liking it so far.
No, there's parts of My Hero. It's because, okay, there's animes, and then there's animes that take place in high schools. And the animes that take place in high schools will always have parts where you're just like, oh my god, dude, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? But My Hero does a really, really good job of making up for that with the characters, with the stories, with the fight scenes, like... If you can get through some of those parts where you're just like, dude, oh my gosh. If you can get through those, the show pays off tenfold, bro. My Hero is sick. My Hero is so good. Like I said, I would watch it every Saturday. It would come out. I would watch it every Saturday.
Nice.
My Hero's lit. So that's awesome that you started that. Definitely.
But what are you watching? Hold on. What are you watching?
Bro.
Because that sounded intriguing. I'm interested.
Dude, put it this way. We were waiting.
Let me guess. Where are you watching it?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. Okay.
It premiered on ABC.
Okay. Is it a human show or is it like... How many seasons?
6.
You're
never gonna guess it, bro.
Yeah, no.
I started it on a whim. Honestly, I think one day I was like kind of hammered, and I've always been I mess with this show. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start this show, or like, have you ever wanted to watch this show? Like, I'll just be talking to people about shows and stuff and be like, well, what do you think about this show? And everybody's always like, dude, nobody wants to watch that. Nobody cares about that. And I might have been a little inebriated, and I was like, fuck it, man. I'm just going to start it episode 1 and see what happens. Bro, I have so fucking hooked. It is sad. It is bored. I look in the mirror after I'm done watching a couple episodes, and I'm like, what happened to me? But I am so hooked and devoted to these characters. I need to know what happens like through the show. Ready for this shit? Bro, I binged the fuck out of Lost.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen you on Instagram at like 1 a.m. just just a picture of the Lost logo on the TV.
Dude,
it's good.
Lost is the sickest fucking show
Really?
ever.
It's good.
Bro, Lost is so bad that it's good, or it's so good that it's bad, but it's the best fucking show ever made.
Yeah,
Dude, I love Lost so fucking much, and I don't know why. I'm so embarrassed to say it. Lost is my shit.
We had
Lost is my shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we had a teacher in high school that was just obsessed with Lost. Like,
really?
Literally, he had like every time he would like have a quiz or a test, like the last question would always be a Lost related question.
Dude, holy shit.
Always. And it was just like, why are you like it's always a 10-question quiz and
that was like 10, the extra credit random one at the end, right?
No, it wasn't extra credit. It was the
it was actually
like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Stop it.
Okay. Bro, I don't expect you to watch it. I don't expect you, even if you do watch it, to like it. But if you're ever just chilling, it's 6 seasons, 25 episodes, an hour a piece, 45 minutes a piece. There's so much there.
Listen,
bro,
man,
you can sit and no pun intended, you can just sit and get lost. Dude, nice. I'm telling you, because the way it hooks you is like, okay, how the fuck are they going to get off this island? But then, like I said, there's like 90 fucking episodes of this shit, an hour long, and they just keep hitting you with different stuff, and like all this shit keeps happening.
Isn't there like a huge like bunker conspiracy too? Isn't that like,
bro? Just it's. I have gone this far avoiding spoilers for Lost, so I'm just trying my best to get through it. But it is so fucking good, and anytime I'm just chilling, I plop my ass on the couch and I put on Lost.
Nice.
Anytime even if I don't have a full hour to chill and I can only get like 20 minutes of an episode, I pop it on and I get that 17-minute fix, dude. Like,
listen, man, I might
Lost
honestly.
Is my shit.
It's
all on Hulu. It's all on Hulu,
bro. It's always those like low key shows, like Mr. Robot on the USA Network.
Yeah, we talked about Mr. Robot a lot.
Yeah, like who I never would have thought a fucking USA show would have been top 3. That show is in my top 3, and I never would have imagined that. And then I watched it. I've been trying to get everyone that I know to watch a show called Banshee on Cinemax. Never would have thought that would have been an incredible show.
I watched the first season of that. I was like, it was alright.
Everyone says that. Everyone says they watched the first season and it's okay. I'm like, how is it not like the cool? Bro, listen, just give season 2 a try. There's only 4 seasons of that show, and it's one of those shows where it literally. Like, because it ends after season 4, like they hard end, right? Because it was like they told the story and they were done. They didn't want to go any further than that. But it was like, bro, it's one of those shows where every single season gets better and better, and you stop watching the show on the best possible season. It's like that, which is like, there's a couple things that are like, but like that's why I like it so much, because it's like you end on the best possible season. It was like they went out on a bang, and it was like. Beautiful. That's all I ever want. That's all. The only thing I ever want in a show is for it to just go out on a bang. You know? Like Game of Thrones, for example. So good, so good, so good. And everyone forgets how good the first 8 seasons are, or however many seasons there are. And you also gotta remember,
dude, that shit was like 12 years ago at this point also.
Yeah. I just feel like everyone forgets about every season up until the last, because the last one was just...
show. Apparently HBO signed that guy to like a 5-year deal. What's his name? George R. Martin. Yeah, apparently HBO signed him for a 5-year deal.
Release the George R. Martin.
Yeah, the George cut, bro. The George cut of season 8. I think. What are they doing? I forget what they're doing. I know they're doing a Broadway play for Game of Thrones. I know that's happening, and the main character is Ned Stark. And and I'm not sure. Weren't they supposed to do like a prequel or something on HBO? Maybe that's what they signed him up for.
Yeah, they were supposed. Yeah, I think. I'm surprised they haven't done like a Broadway version of that sooner. You know, I feel like that would have. I mean, listen, I don't care for Broadway at all, but
it'd be sick.
If someone gave me tickets, I'd be like, let's fucking go.
There's 2 shows. So I haven't watched The Witcher on Netflix yet, but they just wrapped season 2 filming. I just saw they finished. So I think I might just wait for season 2 to drop and then just rip through season 1 and 2. I might do that.
You haven't watched season 1?
I have not.
Oh, dude.
I know.
It's a little confusing, because I was confused. It's a little confusing because they time jump a lot. But Bro, there's a sword fight. There's a sword scene, and I think it's in the first episode where it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch. I love Henry Cavill. I think he kills it. And, which is an awesome universe. So,
bro, he literally. I don't think they could have found anyone to play that role more perfectly.
Bro, Netflix's casting agents, bro, are fucking out of this world, man.
Henry Cavill literally played that character perfectly, and I haven't played the games, but what I've seen of it, I was like, bro, it was the most believable character I've ever seen on TV. Like, wow, I truly believe that right there is the fucking
is the guy.
You know,
so that just wrapped season 2 filming. I'm excited for that. I think, like I said, I'm gonna either watch it right before it comes out or wait till it comes out and binge it all the way through. But something I haven't heard about since they announced it, which I'm fucking pumped for, and I don't think anybody's talking about, is the fucking Lord of the Rings Amazon show.
Whoa, what?
You know, bro, guess what their budget is per episode?
Is it like $1 million or some stupid shit like that?
Billion per episode.
Whoa. On Amazon? Holy shit.
If I'm not mistaken, I might be talking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure it's $1 billion per episode. Let me fact check myself.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. They go fucking
Lord of the Rings,
Amazon money, bro.
Amazon show budget.
Got Bezos money, bro.
It's gonna. Oh, okay. Sorry, not $1 billion episode. $1 billion is the whole budget. $1 billion is the budget.
For how many episodes? Do you know?
No.
I mean, bro, $1 billion for the whole thing still is fucking crazy.
Dude.
That's fucking... Listen, they got Bezos money, bro.
I can't wait for that fucking show to come out, man. I think that shit's gonna be fucking out of this world. Oh, and we didn't even talk about it. Bro, like, I'm surprised you didn't bring this up, because I'm literally, ironically wearing a Star Wars shirt. Your favorite character in Star Wars is Obi-Wan. The fucking Obi-Wan cast just got announced.
I saw it, dude.
Dude.
Oh my god.
What the fuck, man?
Bro, listen. Oh, dude.
You literally always say Obi-Wan is your favorite Star Wars character. How have you not been talking about this?
I know. Well, listen. I did see it. But that's like one of those shows where I don't want to know a fucking thing about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the trailer, but honestly, I think that's the only thing I'm gonna watch. Because
I might not. I saw the cast and that's it. I saw, when I saw Hayden Christensen, dude, that we just said that at the same time. When I saw Hayden Christensen coming back, I'm like, I think this shit's gonna clap, bro. The OGs are back, man. Like, and now with the 2021 fucking CGI and crazy budget, like, dude, just give me sick lightsaber fights, bro. Just give me a sick...
I almost shed a tear right there, bro. I almost shed a tear.
Just give me sick lightsaber fights, man. Like, every lightsaber fights has the opportunity... In that show, has the opportunity to be like Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith. You know what I'm saying? Like, every fight. Every fight.
Where's that show coming out? Is that going to be HBO Max, Netflix, Disney Plus, right?
Yeah, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Listen, man. After seeing what they did with Mandalorian...
Please just do something good, man. Please just make it sick.
After seeing what they did with Mandalorian, I have very high hopes. Because I was nervous at first, because I was like... Bro, they're going to bring these characters back, and they're going to fuck it up so bad.
Wow.
They're gonna fuck it up so bad. That's what I thought, because it's fucking Star Wars, you know? Like, they're gonna fuck it up somehow. They're gonna piss a lot of people off. But after seeing what they did with Mandalorian, and listen, like, Star Wars is a type of thing where, like, I'm glad they're turning that into like a show, because, bro, when they like dive deep into that world, I just love that fucking universe, bro. It's so sick. Mm-hmm. So as much as if I can spend as much time in that world as possible, I'm sold. And
when it comes to the movies, like, there's so much shit that you have to like take care of with a movie that you can't. You don't really have the time to see what's going on in the world, you know, in the universe.
But like on a show,
you got time. You got nothing but time.
Bring it on, baby.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I really hope Jon Favreau and his team are involved in some way, shape, or form. I have not seen who's producing it or anything like that, but.
I mean, even like their like the chemistry between the characters, like fucking Obi-Wan and Anakin. I just love that chemistry, but like seeing those two OG actors do it again, please.
I can't believe they're back, man.
Please.
I wonder when it's. I mean, they've probably talked about it, but like, at what point in the timeline does that take place? And,
yeah.
I'm
excited
that's gonna
to
be
find
sick
out.
to find out.
I'm excited.
Because is it as Anakin's becoming bad? Is it like them doing their missions both as Jedis and like they're both good? Like it all that could just, depending on where you decide to like plot this movie or this show, it's gonna take it wherever it needs to go. And like it could be really sick if they're both Jedi. It could be really sick if Anakin's starting to become bad.
Yeah, dude, I'm taking whatever I can get because I'm gonna be happy regardless, bro. It's honestly, for me, it's a win-win. It's a win-win no matter what they do.
I just can't believe Ewan McGregor's coming back, bro. Like, that's fucking insane to me.
Like, my heart.
That is so insane to me.
I love it. Well, dude, I mean, I've watched so many interviews, and he's always like, I would love to play that character again. They just need to call me. They just need to call me. I'll answer. They know where to find me. And I'm like, yes, bro, that's what I want to hear.
That's so
what
cool.
I want to hear.
Has Hayden Christensen done anything since Star Wars? I think he was in Takers.
Yeah,
remember
he was
Takers with Idris Elba? That was a sick movie. I think he was in that. I could be I don't think he was actually. Do we IMDb Hayden Christensen right now?
I feel like I watched an interview where he wasn't in a lot because he didn't want to be in a lot. Like he owns a ranch, I believe. He owns.
He was Jumper. Oh my goodness, I'm so fucking dumb. Yeah, he was Jumper. Yo, Jumper was a sick movie.
That was it, though. I think
2008.
he was in another thing or two, but like if I'm not mistaken, I think he owns like a big ass fucking ranch somewhere, and he just does that all the time. I think he's a ranch guy. But listen, I mean, no hate, all power to you. If you, like fucking.
Yo, I've never heard of any of these. He was AJ in Takers, and he was the main guy in Jumper. So like in 2008, 2010, he was popping off a little bit. But that was like 3 years after Revenge of the Sith, and then since then, he's just done like voice acting in Star Wars shows, dude. Yeah,
bro, he's just chilling on his fucking ranch. He doesn't need anything else, bro. He made that. He got that Star Wars bag and was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, he's on like I'm out. I'm chilling.
Yeah, but I was very excited to see it because I didn't think that was going to happen. I knew Ewan McGregor was going to come back as Obi-Wan. I knew that was going to happen, but seeing Hayden Christensen come back, I was not expecting that, so when I did see it, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's sick.
Wow. That's great. I love to see it. Love to see it. Bro, dude, I don't know. This I want this show to be in the top 3 with Mr. Robot.
What is your show top 3? Do you actually have one? Like listed out, like you know it, or is it just one of those like you just say it?
It's just one of those things where I think I haven't found like I don't think.
Is Breaking Bad in your top 3?
Fuck.
How is it not?
I don't know, dude. I think.
Oh my! How many times have you watched Breaking Bad?
Twice.
Okay.
But Breaking Bad, if it's not in my top 3,
it's number 4.
It's number 4. It's like right fucking there. I don't think I've watched, or I don't think it exists yet, or I haven't found it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for a fact Mr. Robot is up there. I know it's up there. I watch so much shit, man.
I know, dude. It's tough.
I watch so much shit. Like Game of Thrones, honestly, I think would be up there, but the last season was just literally was bad enough to take it down.
Bro, I want to rewatch. You know how I know that Game of Thrones isn't up there for me? Because I do want to rewatch it, but when I think about rewatching it, there's so many fucking parts of that show where I'm like, I don't want to sit through that again. I don't want to sit through that again. I don't want to sit through that again. And once I realize that, I'm like, maybe it's just a one-time thing.
But here's the no, but
that first go through was fucking insane, bro. The first couple seasons, I'm like, dude, I used to painfulely binge that shit. I wouldn't move for like days because of that show.
Did you watch it like as they were airing?
No, I binged that shit.
Okay, yeah, because I got hooked
up until season 7. I watched every episode every week from like 7 to 8.
Okay,
maybe like end of 6, 7, 8 is when I caught up, but 1 through 5, I definitely fucking tore through.
I binged 1 through 4, and season 1 season 1, I watched 8 episodes back to back, and like I didn't leave the chair that I was sitting in. 8 episodes, and I literally, bro, I even had a bunch of friends come over for. I didn't invite anyone over because I was watching Game of Thrones, and they all just showed up. I guess they were all together, and they all showed up. So I ended up having a house of like 8, 9 people. As I'm in the middle of binging
trying
this
to
shit,
tear through Game of Thrones,
and I'm watching this like downstairs in my living room, but like we'd usually just go up into our attic, like that's where we would hang out. But I didn't go up there. I was in the living room, and they all just kind of fucking showed up, and I'm like, I had to pause like 9 fucking times. I'm like, guys,
get the fuck out of my house.
Stop talking. Why are you here?
Yeah.
First of all, why the fuck are you even here? So yeah, I watched 8 episodes of that first season. That was incredible. I will never forget that.
Yeah, that show at the beginning was something else. I mean,
yeah,
all through it was.
That's gonna be my homework though. Like looking
really
back on all the shows that because I've watched so fucking many.
It's hard for me to say, but I want to say Daredevil is up there for me, bro. I fucking love Daredevil
that wasn't even on my head, but I fucking love that shit. And now I'm thinking Punisher, thinking all like the Marvel.
Bro, I loved the shit out of Daredevil, bro.
Daredevil was really
that
sick.
Like opened my eyes to ironically because he's blind, but that opened my eyes to so much shit, dude.
Bro, you're on a roll today,
I'm
baby.
killing it with the puns today, bro. I'm killing it with the puns, but I don't know if I could say that it's in my top 3, but I'll tell you this much: it's the best fucking Netflix show ever made.
Dude, I was gonna say, isn't Daredevil like one of the first OG Netflix originals?
I think so. I mean, I didn't even know Netflix made shows back when Daredevil first aired.
Yeah, I think because I watched that one in college. I remember that, and I just that's definitely one of my. Okay, Westworld. Now that I'm like thinking about it, Westworld was really fucking good. Yeah, that's gonna be my homework for next episode, just to like our top 3, because I want to hear yours too. Because I know you watch a lot of stuff.
I've been sitting here trying to think about it.
Yeah, it's hard to think on the spot too. Like I genuinely want to put time into it and make a list. Because I'm curious. I genuinely am going to make, because I've watched so much shit.
It would be cool if next week we talked about like.
I want to, because bro, and there's so many good ones too. Like Watchmen on HBO was fucking spectacular. There's all those like like Sneaky Pete on Amazon. That was incredible. I love that one.
Okay, sorry.
The Boys. I love The Boys.
The Boys is sick. I actually still have to finish season 2 of The Boys. I completely fucking forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh my dude, how do you not finish that one? Holy shit.
I completely forgot.
Wow, bro, you are in for a ride.
Dude, everybody says that when I mention I haven't finished season 2 yet. I was bored at the beginning of season 2, bro.
How many
I was literally
episodes did you
fucking
get?
bored. I don't know, like 3 or 4.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, I was
you
bored
have no idea.
I was bored as fuck.
Oh, you have no idea. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. So do yourself a favor, please.
It's not saying what like the timeline of all the shows that Netflix are. The first Netflix show was 2013 House of Cards. That was the very first Netflix show, was House of Cards in 2013.
Yeah. I think Daredevil was like... Daredevil must have been right behind that then.
Let's see, Daredevil...
House of Cards was pretty good too. I didn't
season 1 and
season.
2 was really fucking good.
I really...
Yes, Daredevil came out in 2015, so like just under 2 years after its first original release, so...
But yeah, no, Daredevil was the first show that that made me realize Netflix has their own stuff.
I'm putting Daredevil in my top 5. That's 100%. I'm just looking at like screenshots and pictures of Daredevil right now, bro. They
fucking killed it.
That show was, dude. Because, oh my god, Netflix, man.
Here's the thing that I liked about that show that Netflix did. Netflix did stuff with that show that I didn't think I'd ever see in a TV show. Like they pushed boundaries in that show, and I was like, oh shit.
I will never forget. This is, I mean, if you haven't watched Daredevil by now, I don't even feel bad for saying the spoiler. Yeah. But there was a point, again, no shows, especially superhero or Marvel, was doing this shit yet. And by this shit, I mean like blood, gore, graphic content, right? Nobody had the balls to do this yet. And bro, I was watching Daredevil, and this motherfucker Kingpin puts a guy's head into a car door and smashes his fucking head with the car door over and over again. Bro, I sat back and I was like,
Dude, I literally did the exact
Am
same
I allowed
shit.
to be watching this right now? Like, dude, when they did that, I was like, yo, this shit is
that
crazy.
moment on, I was sold.
Yeah, I was hooked.
sold.
And
I was
that's in like the
okay.
third fucking episode, I think.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that's what this is gonna be. That's when I was like, okay, Netflix,
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
All right.
They were not fucking around after that,
I'm here
bro.
for
I
this
was
shit.
like, when they did that, and again, nobody fucking did that with superheroes
Yeah.
yet. Nobody
Yeah.
was doing that with superheroes.
Yeah, and it was like tied to Marvel too, which I was like, whoa, all right,
Yep.
okay.
Like,
go.
okay.
Shit.
And then Punisher comes out, and I borderline
Jesus
couldn't even
Christ, dude.
stomach that fucking shit, man.
God, that was incredible.
There's no season 2, right? That was just one season?
No, there's
Okay,
season
yeah.
2.
Sorry, yeah. Bullseye was season 2.
with the carnival scene and the glass.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's that dude.
Again with Netflix casting incredible people to play those fucking
Yeah.
roles, bro.
The
Matt
problem,
Murdock. Ooh.
bro. The problem was they were so close to like really making this shit pop off. Like the next season of Daredevil was about to be insane. The third season of Punisher was lined up to be fucking ridiculous, and then Disney cut that shit. They were so, bro. If each of those shows just got one more season to flesh out that story, they would have been the kings. Those shows would have been kings.
Know. And listen, not a lot of people liked it, but I genuinely liked the Jessica Jones story. Like the first season, I liked it. It was pretty good.
I did not watch any Luke Cage. I did not watch any Iron Fist. I did not watch The Defenders. I did not watch Jessica Jones.
I watched them all. I had to watch them all, dude.
I was like, bro, it's not Daredevil. I'm not watching it. And then people are like, oh, but Defenders has Matt Murdock. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's not Daredevil. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm not watching it.
There are some, I wasn't really feeling the other ones, but Daredevil was on a whole nother level, dude.
I don't know what happened with that show. And I even rewatched it, and just rewatching it's so good, man. It is so fucking good, that show.
Yeah, no, because I'm genuinely curious too. I want to know what your official. I think we did this on an older episode too, but like I want to make it like official. You know, I want to get like the iAmFlashyy top 5
for a sneak peek for those that hung out till the end here. I know for a fact Breaking Bad and Daredevil are in that top 5 without a fucking doubt. But my problem is it's hard for me to put full shows in there because, for example, Walking Dead season 1 and 2, some of the best shit I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
I can't put the rest of it in there.
I know.
I still like it, but 1 and 2 are easily in my top 5.
Yeah, I know.
But
and same with Game of Thrones, like fucking incredible. And the last season was so bad, I don't even want to include it. But that's like, I really fucked with the first handful of seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, honestly, I think the Game of Thrones season 8 wasn't even that bad. I don't think it was that bad. I just think it should have ended at season 7 because the second to last episode of season 7 is the best Game of Thrones episode ever.
Listen, the ending of Game of Thrones, I liked. I just didn't like how they got there. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like how they got there.
I get it. I just, like I said, the second to last episode of season 7 when they're fighting on the lake, bro, that was one of the hardest fucking episodes of a show I've ever seen in my life. If we're doing like episodes wise in top 5, that shit's got to be up there because watching that fight, my jaw was on the ground and I had to keep picking it up and it kept falling.
Listen, going back to the whole like Game of Thrones did it perfectly too. Like how that first Godzilla movie only showed Godzilla for 8 minutes or whatever. Jaws only showed the fucking Jaws for a couple minutes. Game of Thrones mentioned White Walkers in the first episode, and you didn't get to fucking see them until like season 3, bro.
That is interesting that you brought that up because that's one of my biggest fucking gripes with Game of Thrones show.
Really? I love that shit.
I hate that in episode 1 they talk about White Walkers, and then for 7 fucking seasons they talk about how the White Walkers are coming, and then you get a 5-minute fucking fight with them, and the main guy gets stabbed.
But here's the
like,
thing,
are you fucking 8 seasons of saying they're coming and that's it? No, see, that shit was trash.
That's why I like it so much.
That was trash.
That's why I like it so much because listen, they're building up to it. They're building.
That was not
tension.
a build up. That was not a build up. That was delaying.
That was a delay.
That was delay. That was not a build-up. That was delaying the
That was a
fucking
traffic
problem.
jam on.
That was a traffic jam. That was not a build-up. That was a fucking traffic jam.
Oh, dude. No, dude, I really fuck with that because, bro, you just build all this tension, and then the moment when they're on screen, you're just like, oh, you're in like this state of euphoria.
It was like,
dude.
oh my goodness, it took them this long to get there. That was my problem with it. It wasn't here they are. It was
bro,
like, jeez.
I love
had to
when
go
they do
7
that shit.
seasons waiting for that.
I love when they do that because like I personally don't mind it, but it just, to me, it's like when you do finally see them, they have so much weight to it, and there's just so much weight.
Yeah, but then they fucking killed them all in
God.
2 minutes, so all that weight is gone.
Bro, dude, when they destroyed
would have
the
really
wall,
extrapolated that, but there was nothing.
When they destroyed the wall and shit, I was like, yo, they are about to fuck shit.
But then they didn't, and then he got stabbed in 2 minutes. Trash.
I fuck with it. I ride heavy.
No, anytime they were on screen,
heavy
I
with
was like, this is fucking awesome. Anytime they were on screen, I was like, this really is amazing.
Listen, I would have loved to see it last a little longer, don't get me wrong, but listen, still, it's just when they did show up, I was just like, yes.
Are you ever going to rewatch it?
Oh, 100%. 100%. But I'm going to do what I did with, because I only rewatched Breaking Bad this past year.
Dude, do you know how many times I've watched Breaking Bad all the way through? Take a guess. From
8?
Start to finish, every
8?
episode. Close, 6.
Okay.
I watched it through 6 fucking times. And it wasn't until the 4th watch through where I was like, I finally understand all of the hidden shit, all of like why his shirt is this color in this. Like, it took me 4 watches to really get everything.
Here's the thing. It took me forever to rewatch that show, and I'm glad I waited so long because I forgot half the shit that was in there.
Yeah, the whole middle you don't even remember.
So when I did rewatch it, it literally felt like I was watching it again for the first time. So I'm gonna do that with Game of Thrones too, because I already know there's so much shit that I already forgot in that show.
I kind of have a feeling that, like, bro, there's like a brick of like maybe like 3 seasons that just I can't even recall in Game of Thrones.
I'm telling you, just wait.
Just wait a little bit longer.
I'm giving it maybe another like 2-3 years, maybe 2-3 years, and then I'm gonna rewatch that show. Like, that's gonna be fucking incredible. I'm stoked for that because I haven't rewatched it since. I've only watched every episode of Game of Thrones once, and I am very excited to do that again years from now when I completely forget everything. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I do. I have a favorite.
And same with Mr. Robot. I'm gonna do that with Mr. Robot too.
Mr. Robot, you gotta wait though. You definitely want to wait for that. Wait till like all the little stuff leaves your head.
I mean, especially now that I understand the whole what happens in that show. I know. But like now that I understand what happens.
Watching it with this next lens.
Dude, I know. Now watching it again with that, because like I did that which is why I liked watching the Breaking Bad so much, because it's like I knew all of that stuff, and it's like, oh shit.
Because now you start to see the shit that they snuck in there in season 1 that doesn't even have anything to do with anything until the end, and you're just like, wait, they put that in there at the beginning, and it went right over everyone's head. Like, that shit is so fucking sick. Do you have a favorite arc in Game of Thrones?
Like a character arc?
Like just a arc, like character arc, a series, like a part of it. Like, is there a certain like time period or? Because I have a favorite arc, and everybody gives me shit for it.
I like Jamie's arc.
As like a whole, Jamie, like just from
like, douchebag, like, e-boy looking guy from season 1 to just
talk about amazing writing with that character, man. To go from hating that piece of shit to like not wanting him to die.
Yeah, I'm always a sucker for like the bad guy too. I love a good bad guy, and I by the way, that originated from Zurg from Toy Story, because I fucking love Zurg so much. I love Zurg so much. I think that's why I love the bad guy. Zurg and Darth Vader were the two like beefy bad guys. I was like, let's fucking go. I'm gonna ride or die for these fucking guys.
For me, it was Darth Maul, 100%. 100% Darth Maul. As soon as I saw Darth Maul, bro, I'm like, fuck the good guys, man. Give me a red lightsaber.
Fuck the good guys, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the dark side, yo.
Oh yeah.
So Jamie's good, and just amazing writing for that character, bro. Because like you said, like I fucking hated every second he was on screen.
Dude,
And then
I know.
eventually it gets to a point where you're like, dude,
You're
he's
like,
like,
fuck.
let's go, man. Like,
Yeah.
crush it. So,
Yeah, when he like
amazing
finally
writing.
realizes like, oh shit, I'm a piece of shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, you are, but I love you.
You are.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Let's
good.
go.
My favorite arc in Game of Thrones is the, and again, everybody gives me shit for it. I can't recall like the name of it or like what happens, but it's Arya's series where she meets the guy with the red long hair and she's the many face.
Ooh, with the many face god. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that part of the show, holy fuck, it's the coolest fucking thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime I talk to somebody that likes Game of Thrones and I say that that's my favorite part of the show, they're like, bro, that was the worst part of the show.
I was literally gonna say
what?
that's like my least favorite arc. Yeah.
Dude, the many-faced god was like the sickest fucking thing ever,
No,
bro.
it was cool, but I just felt like they spent, like
Oh, they didn't spend enough time. I could have watched the two
they
of them
spent
hanging
way
out,
too
Arya
much,
and
dude.
that
They
guy
spent way too much.
doing shit like in stealth and many-faced. Bro, that arc was
Yeah.
fucking lit.
No,
bro.
listen, it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but definitely lower on my list.
Oh, jeez, everybody fucking says that. It's so ass.
It's bro. I love like all the Lannisters. I just besides Cersei, she can bite the
Yeah,
dust.
she's trash.
She can bite the dust. But yeah, Tyrion, Jaime.
Tyrion bodies it. That's
Peter Dinklage.
Tyrion. Yeah. He is. That character is fucking unbelievable. I don't know. It's probably a
Bro,
mix of the writing and the acting.
That shit
but
broke my heart, bro. That whole like court scene, that broke my fucking heart, dude. Holy shit!
Yo,
I was
know,
heartbroken.
man. I'm kind of at the point now where I kind of want to rewatch Thrones. I
Bro,
don't
listen,
want to do
listen,
it. I don't
I'm
think I want
telling
to
you,
do it. But
everyone forgets how good the fucking show
I
is.
never said it was. I
know,
never
but I'm
said
just saying,
anything.
I see it all the time. I just see everyone complaining about the show. I'm like, no.
I
It's
forget
just
what that's.
the last season that
I forget
sucks.
what that's called in psychology, but there's a thing where like you only remember. There's like a thing where you only remember the first, or you only remember the last.
Yeah.
And Game of Thrones has
Yeah.
that thing where you only remember the
because
last.
it was so bad, bro. They fucking really they really just dug their own grave on that one. They really did.
I don't
And
know
it's a shame.
What's like the behind the scenes story about that? Why did everything go from so good to just like shit show?
They were in the middle of writing the Star Wars movie that also fucking sucked. They were in the middle of writing Star Wars and they were rushed. They were rushed because they had to get it out by a certain date, so they couldn't spend the actual time writing it. So they didn't have. If they had the normal amount of time to write it like they did with the other seasons, I feel like it would have been great. But they were rushed because they were the two of those
Two
directors
guys,
or
right?
writers or whatever were writing Star Wars. Like they were doing. I'm like, why are you writing like?
How do you have two of like the biggest IPs happening right now, and you put two guys to just
Yeah,
come
I
up
know.
with both of them?
I know. I was like, you can't find anyone else to write Star Wars.
Or just have something come out later.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
And I
Yeah,
think
so-
didn't season 8 come out in 2 parts? Wasn't it like you had to wait like mad fucking long in the mid season? That might be super specific. I
I've no
briefly
idea.
I don't know.
I
maybe-
know a bunch of shit does that now. I know, so it wouldn't surprise me if they did, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, bro, everyone, I did for the longest time too. I completely forgot how incredible of the overall show is. It's just it is unfortunate that the last season sucks so much. But
I think my game plan right now is finish Lost, finish The Boys season 2, which I'm probably going to be doing like in the middle of Lost. I'll just
no,
throw a
can
couple
you?
episodes
Yeah,
on.
I was gonna say, can you just put Lost on the fucking?
I cannot. Bro,
many
sitting
episodes
here,
deep are you right
sitting
now?
here recording with you, I'm looking at the time go by, and I'm
no.
like, could have got another episode in, bro.
How many episodes do I have time?
Low key, I've had Lost on the other monitor, and I've been reading subtitles. I'm just kidding, dude. That should be so fucking funny though. But yeah, bro, it was just. Listen, I love talking about TV shows and movies, man. I mean, this shit, there's so much, and it's all so damn good.
I just wish there was like other shit to talk about right now. I just feel like there's nothing happening. You know?
There's literally nothing, man. Like I've been sitting waiting for Mortal Kombat 11 news for fucking months now, and I'm never that type. I am never that person where it's like, give us news. We need news. How have you gone 3 months without giving us news? Like, bro, in between Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath and Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate was like 7 months of nothing.
I was gonna say I feel bad for you because I know Mortal Kombat like takes their sweet ass time with like
And bro, this is
coming
how
out
it
with
goes.
info.
There is nothing for months and months, not even a peep about anything. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 trailer, character trailer. Every character.
You get it
Here's
all
their
at
moves.
once, and it sucks.
Dude, they just drop it on you. And then for the next like 3 months, you just have so much shit to do.
They ghost you.
And it's awesome. And then gone. But like I said, like between Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, which was the first expansion, and then Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which was the next expansion, it was like 6.5, 7 months of not even a peep. And Ultimate came out in November, and now we're in April. So what is that? 4 or 5 months? 4 months? 4 months without like any major patch or any news or anything. So it's not that bad because in between Aftermath and Ultimate was 7 fucking months of not getting shit.
Yeah, but 4 months, so that's long.
So like now I'm sitting here and I'm at the point where it's like, dude, I need something, man. Either announce your next game or just tell us that new characters are coming. Like, just give me something so I have something on the horizon. Because what sucks is I only play Mortal Kombat 11 ranked, right? And every ranked season, you can get 4 new character skins. Technically, it's 8 because there's the alternate, but it's 4 new character skins and like a bunch of different gear, right? But what they did, and it's like themed towards that season. So if like the season's theme is like green and black, like you get like green and black skins and stuff like that. And it's all really fun. And in order to get all the skins, you got to do the challenges. You got to get ranked all the way to like one of the top ranks. And it's something to grind for, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
What they did at season 17 was they just reset it. They reset the season. So now all the skins that came out in season 1 through 17 just got reset, right? So it's like, so season 18 is technically season 1 skins. I already got all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I have nothing to grind for. I would just sit and play and try to get to the top rank because that's how you got the 4th skin. But can't do that now because I have all these fucking character skins. So there's really nothing to grind for other than just like maybe trying to learn a new character or get a little bit better. But I'm like, dude, there's literally nothing for me to play here. Like I make my videos and I love making my videos. But outside of that, I don't play MK.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need... Yeah.
Bro, I used to play whether I'm recording or not recording, or I just would sit and play and, you know, grind the new characters, learn new characters, grind to get all the skins of that season, like everything. But since they reset the seasons, I have all this shit already. I got all this shit. And like to the people that don't have it, like, great, you got something to grind for now. I got all this shit, bro. And I got nothing to grind for. So no news, nothing to grind for the past couple seasons. Like, dude, that combo is like...
I feel you. Every time Iron Banner comes out in Destiny, Iron Banner's come out like fucking...
It's like every week, right?
It's like every like 3 weeks. It's like every 3 weeks. But they don't update the fucking armor. It's the same shit. Like, they haven't updated the armor for that shit in, I think, a year, like 2 years.
It's just the same shit every couple weeks?
It's the same shit. It's like, the only incentive they do is if you do the 4 bounties that they give you, you get like a pinnacle reward, but that's it. There's like, it's like, you give us something, you know? Come on, Bunch.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm never the person that's like, give us content. You owe us giving us content. I never care, bro. I just play the game, and if the game is dry, I'm not going to play the game. But it's like, I just want to play MK so fucking bad and just have something to play for. And not having that sucks. Like, and whether that's something to play for is some new skins, or whether that's something to play for is learning the fucking 6 new characters they just dropped. Like, give me something. But nothing. But I mean, word on the street is we're getting something soon. It's just, jeez, man. I think it's a domino effect. There's no games to play. There's no news for the games that I do play.
Bro,
there's no incentive to keep playing the game that I do play. Like, it's just a domino effect of all this bullshit. And that's why I've been crushing shows and movies so much lately.
It also doesn't help that I feel like they all come out at the same fucking time. It's always like that, like fall, winter releases for video games. They all drop then. So it's like I haven't played the last like 2 or 3 Assassin's Creed games because they drop the same fucking time everything else does. I'm like, and like, dude, I was talking to Ryan the other day about it on. Like, back in the day, bro, I used to play every fucking game under the sun.
Bro, every month I was getting a new fucking game, man.
Yeah, but now...
And I was ripping through them.
But now, it takes so much for me to play anything other than Destiny because I don't have the time that I used to have. So, if I'm gonna spend the little time that I do playing video games, I want to play a game that I like playing, and it just happens to be Destiny. It just sucks that everyone's like, oh, you only play it's like, well, I don't have the fucking time to play all these
And not
games
only
that
that,
I want to
really-
play them. Don't get me wrong. I want to play them, but like, I don't want to spend $60 on a game that I'm gonna play 2-3 times, you know? And it's
and bro, like going back to Assassin's Creed, like
and that's one of them. Like, I want to play Assassin's
Why has that not
Creed.
stuck? Why has it not stuck? Like I 100%ed Assassin's Creed Revelations twice. I
Yeah.
beat the game and then I 100%ed it on 2 separate occasions. Assassin's Creed 1, fucking played the shit out of that game over and over again. 2, Brotherhood. 3, not so much, but still played it. Black Flag, 100%ed. Dude, I am the biggest Assassin's Creed nerd ever.
Same, dude,
and
same.
Odyssey, Origins, and now Valhalla. I don't even fucking have them on my computer.
Yeah, I literally
Why? Why?
the last Assassin's Creed game that I played was Origins, and I didn't even beat it. I played halfway through it, and I didn't beat it only because I didn't have the time to.
I'm wondering,
But it's
is that us or is that these games?
No,
I don't
it's
know
definitely.
anymore.
I'm gonna think it's us because I love Assassin's Creed. I love
But
it.
even when I did try playing them, bro, I was not having a good time.
I don't know, dude.
I was not interested.
Those games that you did try are so left field from because like. When anyone thinks of the word Assassin's Creed, they think of Renaissance, right? They think of like that time period. But now they got, ancient Greek and Roman, fucking Egypt pharaohs, and fucking now, like Vikings, Like it's completely different. And I get like, you gotta like try new things and branch out.
I'm open to that. I like that Assassin's Creed. My favorite part of a new Assassin's Creed game dropping is finding out what era it takes place in.
Yeah.
But even
I don't know.
Maybe
For me personally, it's just I don't have the time that I used to have to come home from school and not do my homework and just play video games until fucking 9 o'clock. I don't have the fucking time, And that's when I used to play all these fucking games. But now I only have like, a little amount of time that I do. Like I'm only playing, bro. I find myself like only playing on the weekends, and that's even if I decide to hop on and play. Like if I'm not editing.
That's what I'm
anything,
saying. Like there, regardless of time or not, there was that feeling of I need to get home and play that game. I want to go home and play. I want to play that game. That doesn't exist.
I know
right now. There's no game that does it, and like it doesn't matter about time because if there's a game you really are fucking addicted to, you find the time to play that game because you want to play it. Like. What you're saying is like you're just playing if you got nothing else to do, and that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is like there's no game that just like hooks anymore to the point where it's like I don't want to eat dinner tonight because I want to fucking go play that game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't exist.
No, and yeah, that's the thing too. Like I also haven't found that. Like I have played other games other than Destiny since Destiny came out. But nothing did it for me, Like I don't. It's like I don't want to keep playing a game that, like, if I load up a game, and if it gives me that like holy shit this thing's incredible, I'm gonna keep playing it. But I haven't had that in such a long time, dude. And like, bro, everyone keeps trying to get me to download these fucking games and play them. It's like I want to, but I don't want to. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared.
Straight up.
I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. Like
straight
it's just weird. There's
nothing that just hooks. I don't think it's old because
I think it's
bro. Literally 2 years ago when MK11 came out, I couldn't even sleep at night because I wanted to go play Mortal Kombat. What other games? I need to like sit and fucking think. It's hard for me to come up with one like off the rip, but like,
I was gonna say I see the smoke.
No, even that Black Ops 4, I couldn't fucking sleep because I wanted to just grind Black Ops 4 multiplayer games. Like even something like that, like that was just a couple years ago. So I don't think it's old or anything like that. Like there is really just, and even very briefly recently, I was playing through Borderlands 3 again. There were days where I was like me and my friend would hop off the game and I'm sitting there like, yo, I want to fucking play Borderlands 3 right now. That didn't last long, but I still had that feeling. So I don't think it's anything like that. It's just, dude, these games just don't fucking stick. They're good. Like these games are great that are coming out and stuff like that, but nothing sticks. And that's the problem. And I don't know what that reasoning is.
I'm banking. I'm banking everything
on Halo Infinite.
on Halo Infinite being good. And if it's not good,
it's over.
I've lost all faith in video games, dude. If that game isn't if that game isn't good, you will not find me playing anything other than a new variation of Destiny or Grand Theft Auto. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. I will never. I am taking a vow right now. I will never play another video game ever if Halo Infinite is bad.
Bro, speaking of, I know we always talk about we gotta play through the Halo campaigns on PC on Legendary. I think that would really help both of us.
Bro, I'm down. I really want to.
I have it. I'm waiting on you, bro. It's literally on my fucking computer, the Master Chief Collection. I'm waiting on your ass.
All right, let's do it.
All right, well, we've said that for years that we're gonna play through on Legendary, and you still haven't done shit about it. The game's on my computer. I'm waiting on you.
Okay. Do it. Let's do it.
You heard it here first on the podcast,
now that I know you're waiting
folks.
on me, let's do it. Let's do it.
Jeez, man.
I wanted to be waiting on you, but now that you're waiting on me,
bro,
I'm good to go.
It's been sitting on my computer for fucking years since that shit came out on PC. Well, hey, awesome episode, man. We absolutely we got a little dark and morbid at the end about video games, but it's the state we're in, and
it's
these
the
podcasts.
Reality,
it's like,
baby, wake up.
Yeah, these podcasts serve as like a way to kind of cement in time.
I was going to say, it documents the time now.
Yeah, it documents what's happening right now. And I hope, what are we on, episode 27? I hope on episode 270 we're talking about all the brand new games that we are fucking crushing. So hopefully I'm
going to be playing Destiny 5 at that point.
No, you're going to be playing Destiny 2 still. They ain't putting anything out. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, man. All the links in the description for our Twitters, Instagrams. Follow the collab station. Follow us personally. Hit us up on Spotify, collaboration station. Do all that good stuff. It's all in the description. We appreciate you guys listening, man. We're going to catch you next week for another episode. Peace.